What the hell's up with this? There we go. One side's dark and the other one. Wait a minute. Let's move this. Is that any better? Oh, shit. That's as good as it's going to get. Okay, there's one of my notifications rolling through. Waiting on the other one. Of course, it was the Pale Rider went through there first. Like I said, Josey Wales. It takes. That's always there. It goes. Don't know why. Okay, let's get this thing rolling a little bit here. Notifications are out. Drinking my Dr. Pepper to wake my ass up. Man, I got home from work today. I was tired as shit. So I crashed for a little bit, and now I'm up. And it's probably 9 o'clock, or a little after 9 right now. And, man, I'm just beat. Tired. Sorry if the lighting in here kind of sucks. Figure something out. You know what? Somebody suggested like a clip light or something on here too might help. And maybe do one in the house again. This is ridiculous though. Trying to get it. There we go. That's a little bit better. Man, like this side's all dark. The other one's all right. Okay. I'm here on live streaming, and by the way, finally remembered my frickin' glasses. Let's get this thing rolling. Turn the air conditioner off now. And I wanted to hop on here and talk about a number of different things. One thing is I just saw this. What's that? More. There you go. If I bore you, you guys go over to Red Dawn non-NPC. She's doing a live stream, I think, right now too. What was it going to? Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. As you can see, I remembered my friggin' glasses for once. Damn. Wanted to talk about. Just heard about the. Letitia James out of New York. She hopefully the lighting's halfway decent in this at least. I wasn't even going to come on tonight. I was beat. I was tired. I got out of work and I just went over to Dollar Tree for a minute and way back said, you know what, I'm going to do a live stream. What the hell? Anyway, Letitia James is supposedly pissed off about the Supreme Court going after, I guess, Letitia James and others who are trying to unfairly hold Donald Trump in a situation where he can't go out and campaign. And that's all this was. That's not even what they're doing is they're worrying about that. She even said that was her focus. No, Letitia James. Your focus is to earn your pay by doing your frickin' job and focusing 100% on Donald Trump, isn't it? You get paid by taxpayers' money to do something about the crime in New York, all right? Number one. And there's plenty of it, so get busy. Start doing something about that. This political shit's got to stop. It's a witch hunt. You know what? Donald Trump's correct when he says that. It's a joke. And they're taking marching orders from someone higher up. I don't know, maybe George Soros or even higher up on the food chain. Because believe me, as top of the list as George Soros is, there's people we don't even know their names are controlling our politics and controlling our world. And they're hidden and they're pulling the strings via other people, other little puppets underneath. And the shit's got to stop, period. We're being completely screwed over here by these billionaires, as far as I'm concerned. And one of the things to stop that shit is we need term limits. Enough with the bullshit. You shouldn't be able to stay in there for 100 years because corruption. How about that? I ain't even going to say any further. You can't figure out why we shouldn't have politicians for 100 years. They're no longer relevant. I mean, they're not even aware what the country really needs, even though they're there. And you can say, well, they picked up work experience and they got wisdom from being there. There's a point when they're just moving on, let them get the hell out of there and get fresh blood in there. I wouldn't go for any more than 12 years for any politician, tops, because that's what happens. They get comfortable and they end up sitting in there. Let me get this notification in there. And they get tight and cozy with the, corporations and the lobbyists, and they don't do shit for us. They don't represent us anymore. They're bought and sold, by the big boys up top. This shit's gotta change up. Anyway, is there anybody on there? I keep peeking up there, and I saw the notifications go up. Okay, no, it's a goose egg. It's a big zero over there. I thought I saw somebody up there. Let's see. So I guess I'm talking to ghosts for right now. I'll wait a couple more minutes, see what goes on. Wait a minute. Yeah, anyway, it's just, who's that? Hey, how you doing? What's your name? What's that? Vicage 55 HGVGLL. I can't even read that hardly. And I got my glasses on for once. If it's your first time here, appreciate you coming by. I haven't had much of a chance to do many videos just in the last day or two. Well, yeah, I did one or something. Usually I'll do 2 or 3 a day. And today we were busy as shit, and I got out later, and I crashed out. And, well, anyway, I'm talking about Donald Trump's situation with... Okay, all right. Hey, if you can, hit me with a thumbs up and subscribe and hang around tonight. I appreciate you being here. Thanks a lot. And anyway, it's just that we got to get our country back to where it was. And one of the things is somehow we got to... Okay, cool. Somehow we got to find some middle ground. We're going to be in a civil war, and you know what? I don't care what your politics are per se. It's you're allowed to have your ideas, and you're allowed to, be free to choose and do what you want and speak what you want. Especially on my channel, I don't throw people off unless they're really getting ridiculous. I try not to, but we're going to have to find some middle ground, because as a country, we're about to roll into a civil war we don't need or don't want. I mean, maybe some sickos out there want that, but it ain't gonna be good. And I think those sickos are the elites, the billionaires that want us fighting among ourselves, because it's the Great Reset. They want all of us out of the way while they go do whatever they got to do and continue making billions of dollars. And we're getting stuck with, paying for it via the tax burden. What's this say? Okay, I don't really care about that. All right, at least you're being honest, dude. Fair enough. There's other things we can talk about. What do you want to? What did you want to talk about? We'll throw it out there, and we'll talk about something different. And you know what? That's cool. At least you're talking and back and forth. If you have something that you think is relevant right now, because like I said, I'll be honest with you, I didn't even plan on going on here tonight. I just got up and rolled over to the store before it got too late. Like I said, I got home beat. Let's see. All right, I'll tell you what. Hopefully, see, here we are. Hey, thank you for the thumbs up, and whoever's on the Josey Wales channel, appreciate you. Anyway, I was talking about As you can see, anybody's out there, finally have my glasses. Wait a minute. Hang on 1 second. Put my damn glasses back on. You religious? Oh, I guess are you seeing this? Actually, hey, how you doing? Who's that? Irma? Thanks for stopping by. I believe in God. I don't necessarily roll into church every week. As a matter of fact, I believe church can happen wherever you're at, in a sense that you don't need to be virtue signaling and sitting in a pew to worship God. That's just me. I think that God's everywhere, and you can go out in the woods and talk to God and be real about it, and probably get more out of that than you could sitting there, going through a ritual thing where you're bowing and praying and all that. It's better off to be a one-on-one with God in some ways. That's just the way I feel. What's that say? Wait a minute. What's that? Are you? Oh, no. You're seeing the trucker label, the hammer lane. No, but this first one, somebody gave me this. Just wearing it today. I usually wear like a Harley Davidson hat, or I have a couple others, but I had to change them up. Ignore that person. What person are you? Oh, about the trucker? No, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, so here's the deal. I don't know that she was just asking a question. You talking about somebody had a question on there removed? That was you. Now, to me, even if I was a trucker, what's that? No, I'm an American. That's the problem. We're labeling people. I'll wear any damn hat, more or less, of any occupation. I'm a chef by trade. And someone gave me this. I thought it was a cool hat, and that was that. But I do know Hammer Lane products, or their logo thing. And what else we got on there? As a matter of fact, normally, here I am. You wanted to change the subject, and here I am talking about my fucking hat. How much can I actually say? Oh, this hat's awesome, or what? It's. Wait a minute. I was talking about the guy saying weird stuff. Oh, I don't even know if I got. They blocked one thing. Was it something about my glasses? Yeah. I don't know. It makes me look like Clark Kent or some shit. Yeah. Some people like glasses. I'm not one of them. So anyway, this is what do we got? 4 people on right now. Thanks to anybody who's out there that stopped by here. I was talking earlier and I changed it up because the 1 or 2 people that were on there, someone said they were weren't into what I was talking about. But basically, I'll go over this real quick and then I'll hop away from this thing. Is the Letitia James of New York is actually pissed off and trying to figure a way to go after the Supreme Court for saying, look, you can't sit there and stop someone from campaigning, and that's what they did to Donald Trump. That it was unconstitutional. But anyway, moving on from that, wanted to also talk about the what do you call it? The assassination attempt too, but that's getting beat up. I'm getting tired of talking about that. That seems like a lot of crazy bullshit in it, but I don't know anymore. I'm not sure what I believe on that because it's just too weird. So I'm not going to even go there. What's it say? You were on. What's that? Are you on Instagram? No, I'm not. You know what? I'm old school. I don't have too much. What do you call it? Knowledge on. I've only been on YouTube. Putting videos out just about 2 years, and I've had people tell me jump over to Rumble. I try to get on to Rumble, and I can't seem to get on there too easily. It's a pain in the. What's that? Do I have a pet? Yeah, I do. Actually, if you look around, you'll see some videos. I have a couple cats, and That's why here you go, right there. That's why I'm in the car a lot of times, because my one cat, anytime I do a live stream, she'll come running and jump up on me, and it's distracting as hell when you're trying to look at the comments and you're talking. Cute as heck, little cat. But just every now and then, I got to give that a break. I come home from work, she jumps on me. I mean, there's moments when you got to do shit, and she's just very clingy, you know. You got me, yeah. So anyway, hang on one second. I got thirsty as hell. Like I said, dude, I work in a kitchen all damn day, and it was hot, and I'm dehydrated. But Dr. Pepper is a great drink, but soda's not good for you when you're dehydrated. You should be drinking water. But I like my Dr. Pepper. Oh, man. So, anyway, I'm looking over here. Hey, thanks for stopping by over here at Josey Wales, and I got a few people over at the other channel. I can't actually tell. It says, right now I'm looking at this thing. By the way, thank you for the thumbs up. Anybody put them out there. I'm looking at this, and it should, if there's sometimes there could be a heck of a lot more people on it, you just aren't commenting, right? But it's only showing one or two, and then I go, like, after the fact, I'll look at the results of the live stream, and it'll be like 100 people. So I don't even know if it's slow counting that up and it catches up later on. Well, there you go. You got 2 there and 3 over there. Anyway, yeah, because one time I did, like, had 400 rolling on one channel, and or actually it was like, looked like 40 or something when I was at top peak, and it was like 400. So I don't know. But anyway, what's this? What do you think about Muslims? You know what? I think they're human beings just like us. I think most of them just want to go about their lives. I'm not happy with them on one thing. Look, if you don't agree with someone's religious belief, they still have the right to do what they want. But you go over to England or other countries, and they're getting out of hand with trying to run these people out of their own, where they originated from. You know, the Muslim population is coming in there, and it's not totally the Muslims that to blame about this. They might have been trying to escape a war-torn area, I get that. But here's the deal. You don't walk into someone else's house and start setting rules for the person that lived there originally. You got to go along to get along. You're the guy that came in, and they probably would welcome you if you're not pushing and shoving on the way in, you know? It's like breaking and entering after a while. And like I said, the only reason millions of them are rolling over here is because there's financial rewards from the top dogs. Because you know what? Guess what? The WEF, and that's, what's that notification? WEF, World Economic Forum, and all these other top elites, George Soros, are peeling off big bucks to get them over here because they're trying to crash everybody's economy. That's the next thing I should talk about. Is France is on fire big time, and they're going to have massive unrest up over there. They already are. It's going to get worse. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of people with the Olympics over in France right now. They're upset at a lot of different things. That I guess was the Olympics, what do you call it, the opening ceremonies shows. It looked like whoever designed that was out to offend people that are Christian. From what I'm seeing, they did like a Last Supper thing with trans people doing a drag queen type Last Supper. And they had a couple things on there that were really, you'd find offensive. It was almost like an attack on Christianity, mocking it. And again, I don't believe, like I said, when you asked me a few minutes ago, what do I think about Muslim? I think they have the right to do what they want, how they want to worship. That's just my belief. In America, that's what we were set up for at one point in time. But they don't have the right to squash out other people and say, no, it's Sharia law and we're going to be in control. You can be in control of whoever in your sector or whatever, but it isn't fair for you to go and tell other people, how to live and what to do on that and their religious beliefs. Well, that's basically it. What I was talking about with that. But over in France right now, this whole thing with the fires and the riots going on is, if you go and look at the Last Supper thing that they did, it was, again, like a slap in the face to Christianity, mocking the Lord and the Last Supper. Well, one of the things I saw there that nobody's mentioned, you know how the economy's off the hook, shitty right now, pretty much worldwide. There was a person from France, Marie Antoinette, I believe was her name, right? She was famous back, I think, the 1600s or whatever, and she ended up getting her head cut off, okay? Now, here's the deal. They had symbolism in that of Marie Antoinette. She was famous, supposedly, for saying, let them eat cake to the starving peasants, almost like a spitting in their face. So, to me, that goes in hand to hand. Hey, how you doing? Derek Piloto, yo, how you doing, brother? So, what I'm saying is, if you went and watched the Last Supper thing and they had the drag queens there was one that was all in orange and had orange hair, but it looked like her head got cut off, like sitting here, which reminded me of the Donald Trump, Kathy Griffin, the red-haired, orangey-haired lady, making a big deal out of Orange Man Bad Trump, hence the orange symbolism, and standing there as if to say that that's where we're heading. People are going to get, and I might be reading far too much into that, but let me continue on that. So, she's standing there, and it looks like she literally looks like she's got her head right holding it right there, and I don't know how they did it, but the thing is it's all the symbolism, and she got her head taken off with a guillotine. And biblically, that's what's common for Christians. See, again, that, if you don't accept the mark of the beast, I think it's all symbolism. There was other things like mocking the what's it say? Did you know what happened to Trump? What, today? Are you talking about today? Something happened to him? I was at work. Or are you talking about the assassination attempt? Is that Derek? Yeah, but there's a shit ton of hidden symbolism in everything they're doing. And it's secret code talk to their other people who know the game plan, you know what I'm saying? And they're laughing up their sleeve at us as they try to take over the frickin' world. And who I'm talking about are the globalists, top dog Illuminati shitbags that started every single war since day one, more or less, these people that are at the top. It's never the common folk going and invading somebody. I say that all the time. What's that? Tell me a joke. I'm telling you a joke, dude. The joke is that we have assholes running the world and destroying it, and everybody's getting sucker punched on the punchline. We're the fool. We're allowing that to happen. Other than that, it's just ridiculous. And what's your name anyway, dude? Okay. So I'm just saying, there's so much shit going on. I gotta take these off for a minute. That people don't even see. There's, and they'll think, what's that say? What's that say? You know what I'm saying? People are blind to it, and it's biblical, man. It says it right in there that I gotta turn this down a little bit. Is that any better? It's biblical, and it's going to get worse. That's the problem. People are like, somebody was asking me earlier what I thought about Muslims, and I said, look, everybody has the right to have whatever belief they want there, but I don't think you have the right to encroach on anybody else's and basically tell them they're not, allowed to to exist in the world. That's kind of fucked up, you know. Somehow we need to find middle ground, and it's a shame that the world's got to this point. But if we don't find middle ground, we're heading for a nuclear war. It started off small. It's already happening at a big scale. You know, the countries, what do you call it, Putin and all the, he's not a country, obviously, Russia and Ukraine and Israel and Gaza and all the other places that are at the edge of war. The thing is we can't let the big boys just totally destroy the world by not opening our mouth. And even as an individual, you need to speak up and say something to stop this. Every one of us is responsible for what's happening in our world. Now, you know, you can say, how the hell can I personally do anything? Well, you can't do anything if you're going to sit quietly and do jack shit nothing to... If you're on the internet, start talking, I guess, while you can, because they're going to try to censor everything. And things about to get really fucked up. Really fucked up. We're going to be in another lockdown very shortly. They're going to try to put us in one. The other day, there was airplane flights. They showed on a, I forget which channel it was, how all of a sudden, I guess it was that glitch happened with the... what did you call that? Crowd strike, or is that the name of it? Where the planes were up in the air and they're showing the radar, and then almost simultaneously everything had to land real quick, and the whole sky on the radar thing, no planes all of a sudden. So they could, if they want, they could fuck everything up and stop us on a dime pretty quickly and lock us down. Trucking routes would stop. You wouldn't get food. I got the trucking thing on there. Am I boring you again, dude? But you know what I mean? What's that? No, a joke, not that. Yeah. Tell you the truth, today I'm almost out of jokes. I'm beat. Like I said, I got up early this morning, went in, and it was hot as shit at work. And I'm lucky I got the energy to do this. But I like I said, I went out, got some groceries I needed. And I just figured I'm going to do a quick live stream, and here I am. And really, it wasn't really planned. We got some people on there. Appreciate all you guys for stopping by. And you know what? It's going to be rough pretty soon. What's that say? Do you think vegan is good? You know what? I think if you want to be vegan, go be vegan, because yeah, it does have some. But if you're asking me personally, I don't think it's. I think you need a balanced diet, you know. And there's things, but people argue, say, oh, you can get all that from certain things. I personally think you need balance, and that's one of the things they'd love to have everybody vegan, right? But that would destroy a shit ton of industry of other things. You know, you got, you know, for centuries people been eating cattle, and they're claiming, oh well, it's burning holes in the ozone, the methane gas giving off, and this and that. Sorry, I don't buy it. You had all kinds of critters on the earth, and I ain't buying that. You have elephants and millions of other species going back to primitive time, and we're still here and we're still breathing. It's part of the balance that God put out there. You know, you have a certain amount of, matter of fact, probably if you got rid of all cattle and everything, you're going to have some other kind of ecological problem. It's the same thing if you take anything out of the food chain and start fucking around with the balance in nature. And here's a perfect example. Man thinking he's smarter than God. Bill Gates, real, I ain't gonna say it. Bill Gates and multiple others had just recently released billions of mosquitoes, GMO, genetically modified mosquitoes, into swamps of Florida and elsewhere to try to combat malaria, which didn't hardly exist for the last 20 years. At least in Florida. Down in maybe South America, it's pretty prevalent, but it's been 20 years since they had any real cases of malaria down there, and yet they released a shit ton of them. Guess what? That was about a year or two ago. Now they just had 5 cases of it in Florida. So it's man being arrogant. You know what? There's a creator, and we ain't him. You know what I mean? We're lucky if we don't, get hit with a freaking fireball because we're pissing off our creator. Eventually judgment is coming for some of the stuff we're doing. And anyway, I don't know how I got over here because I was going on about a bunch of other different stuff. But yeah, what's this? Design and designer. Yes, exactly. Yo, how you doing? Classic game music. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, it's just that this lighting in here is driving me nuts. Let me see. This is too bright right here. I can deal with it, I guess, a little bit. Yeah. Let God be God, and we can be His children. The creation. We're not the creator. We are the creation, and that's why you pay homage to a higher power, because it's not us. We're not the ones. And in my book, I'm trying to walk the straight and narrow here. No, I'm a sinner, but what I'm saying is, I said, in my book, I'm not trying to force anything upon anybody. You have a right to, what's that? A message got removed. Okay. You have the right to follow the path that you choose to follow. And even if you look in the Bible, God's even like that. He's gave us free will. But I'm telling you, they're spitting in God's face. They're playing. These human beings are trying to play like they're God. Like I just said a moment ago, Bill Gates messing with all that stuff. And that's not all. He's been doing a lot of different things. Who's this guy that he thinks he has a right to release billions of mosquitoes? Did we vote on that? There's hundreds of millions of people on the earth, and they're playing around with our lives, They need to cut that shit out. You want to start doing some genetically modified shit, like we're a big laboratory, and let some critter out onto the planet that they made in the lab. You better get a fucking a majority of a vote here. We have to live in this environment, But they'll do it in an area that's not like where they live. Like you'll never see them release genetically modified mosquitoes up in what do you call it, Martha's Vineyard or wherever the hell else the millionaires live. What's that? Tip your hat. What, I guess? Or that. You wanted to see the logo, I guess. Yeah, it's Hammer Lane, dude. You said it earlier. I actually just cleaned my other hat and it's still kind of wet. I usually wear, come on here, I'll either wear the Harley Davidson or the other one. So anyway, but you know what? I'm trying to respond to everybody and talk. I'd rather have a conversation back and forth than just let the thing scroll by. I think it's more interesting when I get to talk to you guys and stuff. Yeah, but anyway, by the way, what do we got up here? Yeah, we're still hardly bringing in anybody, it looks like. That's what they're showing. But yes, to go back to your vegan thing, that's your choice, I guess, to be whatever you want on that, the vegan or non-vegan, But I don't think they have the right to say, okay, slaughter all animals because we might catch bird flu. That's what they're doing. They're trying to call off millions upon millions of chicken because they found 3 or 4 out of 100 million chickens in a state, and they're going to start slaughtering them. That makes 0 sense. I've been around for a long time, and I'm not a scientist, but here's the deal: I ain't buying what they're selling unless they know something, which means they must have been fucking around in a lab, gain of function, trying to figure out how they could make a bioweapon, and it got loose, and they were trying to stop that. Why all of a sudden do they go out and start wanting to slaughter our food supply? In reality, it's back to the Marie Antoinette thing I just said a few minutes ago. They want to starve us. She was arrogant when she said, let them eat cake to the peasants. They ended up cutting her fucking head off because eventually justice prevails. These billionaires are putting us under siege. basically. The elites are putting us under siege. They're slow starving us, and it's speeding up. They're taking and ruining just about every trade out there, and they're trying to crash our economies again because they want us to lean on them. They have all the food supplies they need. What's that? What's that? Love your live streams, but hey, thank you. Yeah, come on over every now and then. I'm doing them nearly every day when I can, but I'm just trying to say it like it is. I think everybody needs to speak up. How you feel. It's important that you put it out there. You need to not be silent. Everybody needs to start speaking up because that's what's happening in the world. They got us. Yeah, there you go. There you go. How you doing? Is that Josey Wales? How you doing? I just think that it's a mess. It's a freaking mess out there because people are pretty damn silent right now, and have been. They're afraid that they might offend somebody, or like when COVID happened, don't say anything, just follow lockstep and whatever crazy shit they were telling you that day. Okay, now you got to wear 3 masks, right? Now, you know what? They got to be held accountable. You don't just make rules up for us to live by, especially when they aren't holding their end up, you know? So that's just me. What's that? Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. Kamala Harris had no primary. Right. It's basically they're stealing your right to vote in any kind of fair election on that. They just appointed her. That's not constitutional in the long run. Wait a minute. What's it say? They're allowed to appoint her, but we the people should have some kind of say in that. You got a few people up top making all these choices and shit. It's ridiculous. What's this? Joe endorsed Kamala because they forced you. Yeah, exactly. It was you know what that was? It's a coup. That was a fucking coup, a soft coup or a quiet coup, whatever you want to call it. And you're right, dude. And Michelle Obama was going to run, right? And you know what? What may happen? They're trying. I think Hillary's going to try to get in there too. You got. Somehow, one of them's probably going to be her vice president if she got in. I think Trump pretty much has this thing locked up. But there's always the other factor, the cheating factor that could happen. And that's another thing. You weren't even allowed to suggest that there was cheating going on when Trump complained, and people got pissed off. Because they were like, no, nothing to see here. Keep moving. And they never got a chance to actually open the books and look at the evidence. They here and there a little bit, but when you try to stop people from looking at that, why? Are you hiding something? What's it say? Once Harris debates with Trump will be over. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you haven't paid attention to Harris anyway, she's on the news occasionally, and she never says anything too brilliant. Yeah, I guess she needs to hire some new writers because I think she's got comedy writers, and they're mixing it up with whatever. She should be, what's that say? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's ridiculous. She talks in riddles and rhymes, and it's back and forth, and she go on for 5 minutes and say nothing. Like, I can't understand how people aren't seeing that. Yep. You're saying, who's that? Who's that? Hurry. Wait a minute. I can't even read it. You know what? What the hell am I doing? I just have my glasses. I actually brought them out and I'm not wearing them. Jeez. Okay, hurry up and bye. Yeah, well, you know what? On my channel, you're welcome to say that Camilla 2024. Because in my opinion, that's what they're trying to take from us is our freedom of speech. Not on my channel, you can say that. You can have a difference of opinion. We got to learn how to live together and not be all torn apart as a country. At the end of the day, after all this shit is done with the election, we can't be at war. I mean, if you want to be at war, go ahead, but watch what happens. It's going to get so nasty. People that aren't even realizing how fucking bad a civil war in this country could be. You know, somehow we got to get it back and find the middle ground. I'm not talking about the politicians and the elites, what they want to do. I'm talking about we the people, you know, the ones who built this country in the beginning. Now, maybe the elites put out all the paper, but we tried to escape from them 200 years ago, and here they are again running us. You know, when we left England back in the day, and we had ourselves a little revolution and a Boston Tea Party and everything else. We weren't doing that because it seemed like something to do or kicks and giggles. We were doing that because our lives depended on it. They were ready to steal our freedom. That we ran, and we were basically hiding out from the crown. You know, the king over there was trying to tax the shit out of us. Well, they're trying to do it all over again. New people, same game. And it'll go on and on and on like that. And that's why the reset's going to try to happen. What's it say? We are legion, we are many. Yeah, there's millions and millions and millions. We're like an ant army, dude. We might look small, but there's so many of us. You know, go fuck with some African ants. You know, there's like, they'll just swarm a jungle and go roll right through it and wipe out a whole village. It's numbers. And here's the deal. We're not by nature, the average person doesn't want to be violent and stand up or anything like that. We want to go on and be at peace and live our lives without some boot on the back of our neck. That's all. And I'm not suggesting that people should go out there and be all like that. The whole thing is we've got to tone it down, the rhetoric, and we got to get back together as a country. But you know what's going to happen that's going to pull that together is we're going to have one hell of a disaster happen. They want everything to melt down because what they believe is order out of chaos. They want to destroy our way of life, our government, the way it was set up. You know, the three different factions of it. You had the executive, what's that say? Too big to rig. Yeah, maybe, Josey, but the thing is I can guarantee you they'll try because they're power hungry. There's on both sides of the aisle, there's people that literally already sold their soul because they're into that power thing, and that's more or less, you know, personally speaking for myself, because I can't speak for anybody else too much. How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Biden or Trump? Well, Biden's pretty much out of the whole thing. If you're saying which way I'm going to vote, because it would probably be falling Kamala, it would be Trump. Then, you know, I'm here letting everybody else speak, so I too also have the right to say that I'm voting for Trump. And people shouldn't, you know, feel like they can't say anything. As a matter of fact, I just saw tonight, Hulk Hogan is supporting Trump. He was afraid to come forward because you get blackballed. This country was never that bad that it got to that point. This is ridiculous when you can't have your own opinion and vote in that way. Do you vote for, what's that, Kamala? Will I vote for Kamala? No, I don't feel she was even qualified on a lot of levels. She's not, in my opinion, showing that she's very intelligent. And right now, we need people who are more than just a cackle and a word salad, you know, tosser. You know, we gotta have somebody out there that's doing something for the country. We're in dire need of somebody that's really going to get in there, roll their sleeves up, and try to fix this mess. What's up from bro? Yo, what's up, Brooklyn? How you been, bro? Good to see you. Yeah, we're just asking me. You know, hey, Brooklyn, I meant to ask you the other day. Do you know Tina Forte? She's running against AOC. That's the girl you guys got to vote in there up there. She's a fighter, you know. What's that? Heels up Harris's. Yeah, yeah. Lipstick on a pig, dude. Right on. Yep. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's. I forgot where I was going with that, but Tina Forte. Yeah. Man, this is getting hot as shit. You know, I'm gonna put my air conditioner on. Sorry if this makes a little sound. You can't hear me too well. I'll try to talk a little louder. I got the air conditioning back on. It's hot as shit in here. I guess it's that global warming shit. Not really. AOC money long. Yeah. Yeah, AOC is another one. I think AOC must be Kamala Harris's sister. You know, the Tard twins. Now that's just the way I feel about them. You like I said, you're allowed to have any opinion you want on my channel, and I'm going to tell you who I'm going to vote for. But the real problem is, you can be on. A channel should have fairness, so it's an exchange of ideas and somehow find some middle ground. And that's what I'm trying to do a little bit, because a civil war is a really fucking ugly way to ruin a country, and we're heading at top speed for one. But as you notice, the lawmakers and the powers that be, the millionaires, they don't seem to be trying to stop that and trying to encourage people to get along and work together. No, they're just divide and conquer. And they're the real fucking cancer. They are the real problem. The billionaires at the top, you know? Not the little guy. We're just trying to live out here, you know? Now I'm looking at this. It looks like this one screen over here. By the way, if anybody doesn't know, I'm on two different channels, and that doesn't hardly help. I just noticed over here it's kind of dark on that one. Anyway, Tina Forte, exactly. You know her, dude? That girl can fight, dude. Yeah, I dig her. She's cool. Tina's cool. I have her carry signs. Yeah, dude. Check her out. You know, she lives there. Well, I think AOC is from that area too, but the difference is she's like working class, somebody that's out there, and she's got some heart, and I'll tell you what, she's tough, and she wants to straighten things out. AOC is more like a woke, trying to be all-inclusive and everything. You know what? Yeah, go ahead with your all-inclusive to a point. Maybe not even, I don't mean it like that. What I'm saying is, yeah, you shouldn't discriminate. You should try to make things fair. But it can't go swinging back the other way so much that you're putting people in danger. For instance, this what do you call it? DEI, equity, diverse. There's a problem with that. Go look at the Trump assassination attempts. You're trying to just fill holes with people that are right color, which is fucking ridiculous. You know what? Find people with the right skills that they happen to be that color, and hire them. And if they don't, how about training them long before you put them out there so they can learn? Because now we'll just hire these people over here because we believe that they're being looked over. Well, then fix that, but don't let it cost in quality to what you're doing out there. And you see it in every walk of life. It's got to get real, man. You know, we got anybody on here? We got a few. That's just my opinion on it. And like I said, you can have yours, and we can still talk and still exchange ideas. I don't have to necessarily call you a libtard if you don't agree with me, but I probably won't anyway, because that's the way I roll. But I'm joking a little bit, you know? That's just I say a little bit. But no, I truly believe that we need to have choice, and we need to have, you choose what way you want to think. Don't be a brain-dead zombie to march along to the beat of the drum of the elites. They're saying which way you're going to do this and what you're going to do next. And no, man, God gave you a brain. Use it and think things through. Don't make snap decisions, especially when you go in to pull the levers to vote. Try to find out as much as you can and try to fix our country, you know. Meanwhile, you can heal our country by not following suit and just being, aggressive towards your fellow man. We can learn to live together is what I'm saying. Now, people should be able to have discussions, and it's not happening the way it should. They're shutting you down at times. And you know what? I'm going to come out and say this. It seems to me that the whole thing of freedom of speech seems to be they're shutting off the right side, the right wing, and not the left so much. But I don't know if I'm sure some censorship's probably happening over there. But everybody should have the freedom of speech, as long as you're not being ridiculous. You know, you got to have the ability to talk. You know, let's just say. Wait a minute. Big fan. Is that? Hey, how you doing? Appreciate you. So you see me before, huh? Oh no. Is that? I'm not. You said that. Your name is Ray Pist. What's it say? Big fan from. Is that Ireland? I can barely see it. Or the flag. It looks a little bit like. Wait a minute. Can I have a shout out for you? Yeah, happy birthday, brother. Definitely. How old are you, dude? You have a great birthday. Ray Pist. What we got over here? Outlaw Josey Wales. Yep. MAGA all the way, brother. In my opinion, that's what'll fix the country, is pulling together. At least, you know, you might not like Donald Trump or anything, but he wants to unify the country. And you might want to think about that, because right now we're at war with one another, and the war ain't really begun yet. Wait till you're shooting to, you know, down the street, you know, because you want to go out and try to get some food. It's going to get this bad, and people, they're thinking inside the box. You know, I'm able to think outside the box and see what's coming down the road. People don't want to believe it, but it's going to get really fucking ugly. Really ugly. It's a shame. Hang on, I need a sip of Dr. Pepper here. What do we got here? We need America first from here on out. Yeah, because you know what? America is our country. Hey, God bless everybody else's country, but we also got to bless ourselves. And once we feel blessed, we can share the wealth. But we can't have them come in and just take everything, not pay into the tax system or anything else, and expect handouts. That isn't fair. We're not running down to different countries and doing that, you know. And that stuff wouldn't fly anywhere. And you know what? Most people would have probably tried to earn their way in, but the elites want to invade every country. They did it over in Ireland and England and elsewhere. They're allowing people to roll in there unvetted, and now you got they want a clash of different cultures to the point where, you know, and then they'll throw, it's like throwing raw meat to a lion in there, where they're going to get on each other's nerves and just tear each other apart, and it's ridiculous, dude. Again, it's the elites, it's the power people, the money people. It's not the common man. You know, if we all got along, I mean, if we all met somewhere and hung out, probably, and we're talking like this, we could probably all get along. We might have difference of opinion, but if we keep listening to the higher-ups on how we're supposed to act, and sometimes it's subtle that they're telling you how you're supposed to act. In other words, it's in the commercials. It's called mind control. They're fucking us 80 ways from Sunday. You know, we don't even know how we're getting zapped. You know, and it's sad. It's a sad day. You know. So anyway, what do I got left for battery up here? Hang on 1 second here. I know I got to be running low on the one. No, this one's we're actually in good shape on the Josey Wales thing. Wait a minute. Give me a second here. And damn, I can't. I think. Yeah, actually, my Pale Rider channel's running out of juice. I'm probably gonna go for another couple minutes. And you know what? I'm almost up to an hour. I'm going to hang on here for at least an hour. I got about a good 10 minutes left. So anyway, what else we got down here? Yeah, happy birthday to you, brother. You have a great birthday. We got someone up there I can't see. Biden, what's that? Do you vote for Kamala? No, I'm not voting for her. However, like I said, one day we're not going to get the option to vote. If they get their way, pack the Supreme Court, and when I say they, I'm talking about the elites who are right now pulling the strings on the Democrat Party. They're all in lockstep and they're all marching along because money talks and bullshit walks. You know, they're being paid to vote and do a thing a certain way. They're not allowed to use their own judgment, and But anyway, what I was going towards, or what I was saying, sorry, I'm trying to read that, is that, geez, I forgot my own point. I'm getting old. That happens every now and then when I'm on here. Shit, what was I about to say? Something. Yeah, we're just being mind controlled, big time, dude. And people don't want to stand out. They want to get along, go along to get along, which can be fatal to our society. Every now and then, you got to be able to voice your opinion, because that's what made America great in the first place. Is we were a melting pot, and we did accept everybody's ideas into the thing, and we took different skill levels from different cultures and different things and melded it together, and as a team we worked together and built this country. I don't see that happening anymore in any country, because they're trying to bring people in, but they're not doing it the right way. They're intentionally flooding it so everything collapses. There's just too many too soon, and there's no rules or regulations of how to enter. I mean, my sister-in-law is from Hong Kong, and here's the deal. It took her like 15 years to become a citizen, but she worked at it. She literally taught Mandarin and other forms of Chinese at the University of Penn for years. Hung in here and did what she had to do. And now she's big time into like the politics, and because she likes the fact that there's more freedom over here than there ever was in China. They don't really get to say or do anything. We can't lose that, people. We got to hang on to that. And like I said, I keep saying this. People don't realize it's coming down the road. It's important everybody wakes the fuck up now and unifies and stop what's going on, because we're all going to be enslaved. That's digital blockchain and all this, to get fake money, whatever they're going to give you. If you do something that they don't like, they can erase your bank accounts and everything else. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Why are you getting rid of money? It's so they can control you. They can keep you under their thumb. Now, everybody in here must realize that, I would hope, that once they switch over to money, we're in some serious shit. What do you guys think about digital money right now, that whole thing? It's heading, if you know in the Bible, it's heading towards the mark of the beast, and I don't want that. I don't want to be, it's enslavement, and they're already tracking us through our phones and everything else. It's ridiculous. Why are you spying on your citizens like that? Your citizens just want to go and enjoy their life. You know why? Because these rich elites have nothing better to do. No matter how much money they obtain, no matter, whatever they get in life, it's never good enough. It's never good enough. They're blessed with all kinds of riches, and it goes to show you, they ain't happy. What's this? America's the last place you can run. Yeah, you're right, and they have been running here for a long time. And that's the whole thing with the Statue of Liberty. Give me you're tired, you're poor. And we still should have that opinion that people should come in here, but just do it legally. We can fix the system to make it so, maybe we can help more, but we got to help ourselves first. Charity begins at home. Once you're in a good spot, you can help everybody in the world, but you shouldn't have to be the only one doing that. There's many countries can chip in, and that's what Donald Trump was saying. He just wants everybody to pay their fair share, and there's nothing wrong with that. We shouldn't turn superpower into a banana republic because we have a guilty conscience, because evidently we're rotten for being blessed. And it wasn't just that. We worked hard for that, and we had a right to a good life. Now, we can share it with the world a whole other way. You teach a man to, what's that thing? Give a man a fish he eats for the day. Teach him how to fish. He can feed himself and his family for life. We can take and send, instead of sending billions of dollars, send a little bit of help money where we can afford it, and send in somebody to help build their economy, to make it competitive with others, or not, compatible, or so that they're at least on an even playing field. But they never will, because you got something called greed, and that's what it boils down to. It's all, wait till we're against the wall when, after somebody decides to launch a nuke and everything turns to shit, and their weeping and gnashing of teeth will happen, and it's right in the Bible. Wait till then they'll want to work together, but it'll be too damn late. Judgment's coming. What's that? Okay, brother, you have a good one. I'm about done here. No plastic money, you're right. We got over here. I want to thank all you guys for coming on, and if you can, subscribe, and have a great night. Appreciate y'all. Hit me up with a thumbs up if you can. They're trying to suppress me, I think. Appreciate everybody. Have a good one. See you guys later.